За төрүүлгээрээ нэг юм турш үзнэ. Чаана. За
Нүдэд зураад халуун пост
болчлоо. Окей, арай минь бүгдэнд нь. Тэгээд энэ удаагийнхаа лайваар The Unplugged альбомынхоо дараагийн бүлгийг уншина. За энэ удаагийн бүлэг болохоор Hire Slowly but Fire Quickly гэсэн бүлэг байгаа. За энэ бол аль бисаар манай номны маань 6 дахь бүлэг. За тэгэхээр номлогоо орцгоё. In 2003, I was working for Canada's largest collection agency where I was well into my fourth year of service as a manager to a team doing $2 million in receivables. My staff were well trained and loyal, which meant our recovery rates were incredible. Sorry. Earlier that year, I had a new VP assigned to our group, a French Canadian guy from a very rough background. I remember him telling us stories about his childhood and how his friend shot himself in the face. He clashed with me from the get-go. He would publicly disrespect me in front of my staff and make me run detailed reports, which he never looked at for his own personal amusement. After a few months of putting up with his disrespect, something snapped inside of me, and I let him know what I thought of him. This is where I learned the valuable lesson that people get hired for their skills and resume, but get fired for Pete. Towards the end of the year, only 3 weeks after I moved into my first house with a big mortgage, a manager's salary needed to come off the books for corporate cost cutting. Guess who was selected by my loving VP to go home? Me. The initial burn of being handed the severance package hurt, but this push inspired me to go create my own business, which helped to settle consumer credit card debt, and will be forever thankful for that. It was about a decade later when I finally learned the lesson to hire slowly and fire quickly in my own business. You can use this idea with women in your life, employees, business partners, and even friends. Okay. Ямар үнцэнтэй вэ? Take your time waiting people, get to know them and study their behavior, the choices someone makes and how they behave should always trump that what they tell you. If there is a conflict between actions and words, don't listen to what they say, watch what they do. If your spidey sense tingle, listen to your intuition. It knows something is up. Intuition is the little voice whispering in your ear, and it often only becomes a loud shout when it's too late and you're going to experience a train wreck. За, нэг мэдхгүй гэхдээ уншаад энэ бол Тэ аюу олон үгийг мэдгүй нэг шал байна. За intuition, 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 intuition. Зүнсэв гэсэн үг юм байна. It knows something is up, it was been years and becomes a love. Okay. My single mom experience. Shortly after my divorce, I got involved with a single mom of two boys, and for first few months it was great fun dating her. After a few short months, she started suggesting that I meet her boys. This was when my intuition started to spring to me, tell me it wasn't good idea, but it but I ignored it. Of course, my intuition only became a shout when her older son manufactured indignation. Indignation. За энэ юу гэсэн үг вэ? Уур хилэн гэсэн үг. Indignation. За he started throwing a bad hissy fit. Hissy fit. Oh, come on, hissy fit юм артс. Hissy fit. Okay. Yelling at me and calling me names because I enforced their boundary with them. They didn't like 8 months after I met them. Their mother sided with their pretty behavior, completely ignoring the fact that I was right. In uh, Insight юм. Hindsight. In hindsight, I should have limited my time in that relationship to just her and let it run it. Its course. I never should have become involved with her kids. I should have also quickly fired her ass and ended the relationship with her at that point and then moved on. But I let the torture drag on for nearly 2 more years. I also endured several similar incidents. Okay, similar incidents. За энэ үгийг хацгаая. Incidents гэдэг юм байна. Тохиолдлууд гэсэн юм байна. I also endured several similar incidents because I again ignored my intuition. It ended in a colossal train wreck for me with a severe case of one eat мэдгүй. За окей. Энийг хацгаая. One is case of train wreck for me severe case of one it is when she cheated on me after I tried to enforce boundaries with her kids again. Okay. The business partner experience. Shortly after I took my severance package and went home, I partnered with a friend of mine I used to work with to offer debt relief services to consumers. He still had a job that paid him very well, so I was doing almost all of work and he was taking half the money off the business account every month. I was working exceptionally hard to make it work. We were making about $30,000 a month for business with only two staff and no overhead, so it initially felt amazing. That was until I realized that my partner had a drug problem and was a control freak. My intuition was telling me to get out, but once again I didn't listen. It wasn't until 8 months later when it became a literal shout out in my head, and only when my business partner was screaming at me over my insist insistence for him to quit his job and join me full time. In in a full-blown state of hysteria, he began yelling at me that he never put me on the corporate books and that I technically don't exist in the business. Initially, it ended very badly, but I picked myself back up quickly, and with my brother formed what would become Canada's most successful debt settlement company. Anytime I gotten into trouble with women employees, business partners, or anything else, it was because I didn't listen to my intuition and fired that person from my type cooking now. With women friends, employees, and business associates always hire slowly and fire fast. You must be fastidious with your time and who you allow into your inner circle. The cold hard truth. Never forget. Okay. 자, it's incumbent. 자, 듣고 왜 incumbent 죽었습니다. One it is incumbent. 우르굿. Incumbent. Incumbent on incumbent. It's incumbent on you. Take your time with the waiting period. The honeymoon phase can apply in other areas of life, not just in the relationship. Okay. Be vigilant of observe if someone's action match their words. Ignore what they say and watch what they do as a word can be empty while actions speak the truth. If you pin that there's an inconsistency between their words and their action, then you must be prepared to cut them out of your life as swiftly as possible. Make sure you've done your legal homework when it comes to business partners or LTR's marriages, then execute the strategy with military precision and speed. And finally, listen to your gut. It's your brain telling you that things definitely aren't adding up. Окей, за дараагийнхаа сэдв рүү орох уу яах вэ? Мгм. За лайм маань 13 минут болсон байна. Дараагийн сэдв рүү орчих бол ингэхэр мгм. За энэ бол нэлээд том сэдв юм байна. Мгм. За. Тэгэхээр оръё. Ороод явцгаая. Looks, money, status and game. Sadly, when it comes to women, men are taught me importance of looks, money, status, and game. Instead, men are taught that he must become less so she can become more to just be yourself, and that just being a nice guy is not to attract high quality women into your life. Okay. Unfortunately, women don't work like this. They never have and they never will. Women possess an evolved firmware that selects for the best-looking man who has sufficient resources and status, not because they are picky gold diggers, but because they need to ensure that they pass on the best genes and can retain access to sufficient resources for a survival of their offspring. Therefore, men view women as beauty objects, women view men as success objects. Most men do not understand what drives attraction in women, and the vast majority of men are getting terrible or no results with women they are attracted to. This leads to prostration, resentment, бухимдал, prostration, prostration, resentment, and okay. This leads to frustration, resentment, and ultimately quitting. Women are born, men must be made. Women expect men to develop useful skills, be masculine, strong, and acquire resources that women and her offspring can benefit from. Her sexual strategy is hypergamy, and as a result, it continues to ask her if you are the best she can do. By this point, the quitters will protest and scream. Protest гэдэг чинь ямар үг лээ? Protest. Эсэргүүцэл гэсэн үг. Protest. Scream. See, all she wants is your money, muscles, and when she's done, she will go fuck another guy and break your heart. This isn't worth my time. That's loser mindset. Okay. There is a lot more to creating and maintaining genuine burn desire from women. Most men behave like women are scarce commodity commodity 주스고요. 주스고요. Scarce 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 commodity scarce commodity нийлээд ховор бараа гэсэн. Commodity гэдэг нь бараа. Scarce гэдэг нь ховор гэсэн. Most men behave like women are scarce commodity, placing them high up on a pedestal while worshipping them. Yeah, nothing could be further from the truth. High value men who are maxed out on their looks, money, status, and game are scarce. Conversely, attractive women are everywhere. Don't believe me? Search the hashtag fitness girl on Instagram, and there are millions of herself, with the vast majority of them objectively being nines and tens. Okay. So looks matter. There is no way around this. Based on their usage patterns, women's behavior on dating apps show they find 80% of men unattractive. She's basing this on what he does for a living, his bio, sense of humor, competency, skills, or even location is based almost entirely on one profile picture, and for the most part, men are horrible at projecting a strong masculine appearance with a professional grade photography. When it comes to looks, overwhelmingly prefer tall men. The high testosterone increase, like muscle and chiseled jawline, gives the choice. Almost all women would rather fuck a bald and muscular 6'5" Dwayne Johnson over a full head of hair 5 for Michael J. Fox. Энэ юу гэж байна шүү дээ болоо. Fight for fight, 5 feet. 아, нэг цэвэр хам бол feet юм байна. Хоёр цэвэр хам бол имжлэг юм байна л да. Okay. 5 feet, 6 feet, 5 inch Dwayne Johnson or a full head of hair, 5 feet 4 inch Michael J. Fox. However, with that being said, men need to learn how to max out their looks because even with this, his high height deficit, high deficit, deficit, because with his high deficit, өндрийн алдагдал, deficit гэхээр алдагдал гэсэн л юм байна. Michael J. Fox still had a abundance of women in his life by maxing out in many other areas. The first step is apart from not quitting, is to be at peace with yourself with what you can change and max out what you can change. First step is part from okay. A man that 5 feet 4 inches can't do much about his height, but studies how that 70% of a man's attractive is based on the appearance of upper body strength with the height and leanness accounting for only 10%. Leanness accounting. Одоо энэ л хэрэг юм. Окей. Өндөр тэгээд зүгээр булчин сайтай байх юм бол тонхой анаглан бодож бас илүү байна. So, okay. When women are shown images of men's bodies in studies and asked to rate attractiveness, they subconsciously but overwhelmingly seek a 1.62 ratio of shoulder to hip width. Yet most men in developed Western countries are fat. You can accomplish a wee taper along with a thin waist and visible abs by eating right and build broad shoulders, large traps on muscular back by lifting right. This is an area that almost all men can max out in what will significantly significantly improve their overall look. Okay. Significantly. So, this is an area that almost only can max out in what will significantly improve their overall look. So that most men don't track something as a basic as their weight, let alone their shoulder to waist ratio. If you are out of shape and carry belly fat, then you must make a self-care a priority. There is simply no excuse for being fat and out of shape. If you want an enjoyable experience with your women and want to be spoiled for choice, then you must do the work to live in strong, masculine, and healthy body. Okay, refine your style. Style is another area where men can improve looks dramatically. You should wear clothes that fit you well and complement your physique. Most men show They don't understand style by wearing clothes that don't fit properly. In my early 20s, when I first walked in office spaces, I used to buy cheap off the rack dress sheets and suits, and I look terrible in clothes, but great naked. Most cheap clothing is loose and baggy on me because most of the population is fat, and that's how they manufacture it. It wasn't till a girl suggested that should get tailored shorts made that tailored videos that I started getting more looks and compliments from women. Тахарсан гэсэн tailored. I should get tailored shorts. Okay. When I spark, spark, Illurig high, splurged, splurged. Татсан гэсэн. When I splurged and bought my first tailored suit, it was a icing on the cake, and my girlfriend at the time became especially jealous of the attention that I was getting when we went to formal events. I use this example to impress upon you the importance and significance of wearing clothes that fit properly and how dramatically they can improve your looks, especially if you put in work for a nice physique. You don't need to buy expensive tailored suits. Instead, keep an eye on the poor clothes market pitted with a small percentage of the perfect blend from spandex to ensure a good fit. За, spandex энийг хай. За, Google Translator бол хурцлуулан алга. Сундаг даавал гэсэн үг юм байна л да. Close makes piece small percentage of fabric blend from spandex to ensure a good fit. For more on style, read Tennergazi's excellent book, The Appearance of Our Hair plays a big role with looks, yet I constantly pin men with messy hair or worse, balding men holding desperately onto their despairing strands of hair with bad haircuts. If you possess a thick, full head of hair, then take a look. Pin the popular Hollywood heart heartthrob that has similar features to you and get a good hairstylist to fix your hair. Heartthrob. Энэ юу гэсэн үг вэ? Heartthrob. Зүрхний цохилт тачаал бодлого. За, окей. Heartthrob. Hair loss. When it comes to hair loss, you need to understand that 25% of men with the hereditary hereditary men with a hereditary predisposition to baldness start losing their hair by age 21 by age 35. 66% of men start experiencing hair loss, and by age 50, 85% of men display significantly thinner hair on their head. Mhm. Men spend way too much time and money looking for ways to hide or slow down their hair loss. Don't be that guy. If you hereditary hereditary predisposition to hair loss, surrender to it because you are going to lose it, then Jen usually skips a generation. My dad has his hair, his father did too, and so does my younger brother. My grandfather on my mom's side, however, was bald, so my middle brother and I are balding. I started noticing signs of hair loss around the age of 21 when I would take my motorcycle helmet off and notice a half dozen stands of hair in the helmet, but I kept it full head of hair until my early 30s. By my mid 30s, I was using clippers on level on one because there wasn't no hairstyle that could hide it. Once I hit my early 40s, I really started shaving my head. Throughout my life, I've been losing my hair, yet I never had a problem with the women. I always had a look that they liked. I learned that there is a good part of the female population that just loves the look of masculine man with a shaved head. Dwayne Johnson, Vin Diesel, Bruce Willis, and Jason Statham are all body men in Hollywood that have a look that women are not only drawn to but in many cases prefer because they own it. You'll need to make sure you got masculine physique if you are balding or bald. If you look fat or scrawny and balding, it's a really bad image. No women pins up for characters in Hollywood that remind them of George Costanza. Okay, scrawny. Finger. Scrawny. Туранхай эцэг эрцгэр энэ бол тунхайл гэсэн. Окей, ер нь бол халдсан болчихвол Питер байхаас өөр ч ямар ч гоё сонголт байх юм байна. Okay. Surrender to it and adopt an image that suits your stage of hair loss. There is nothing on the market today that I am aware of that will truly reverse male pattern baldness. There are band-aid solutions, but they aren't even mildly successful at slowing down hair loss, and some are so pathetic they aren't pulling anyone. 자, picture perfect. There's a great misconception from curators that will lead you to believe that you can't do anything about your looks and that women are only everyday handsome men. Yet, if you Google Joy Manganiello transformation, you will paint a picture of scrawny-looking high school dork in bald glasses, a dork that transformed himself into Bob, handsome stud that landed a role as a male stripper in the movie Magic Mike. Stud, том ам аюун маш олон утгатай өрн байна. Үүдэр сайтай азар хадаас хадаж юм хэрэг. Окей. Үүдэр сайтай азар гэсэн. Өөр юм утгатай л орж байгаа юм байна. Lifting weights, eating right, improving your personal hygiene, and having a well thought thought out well thought out image can do wonders. It's colored, looks amazing, and it's dressed in overalls and looks like work. So most men avoid it, therefore making excuses as to why they can't. The great Equalizer in looks is photography when it comes to pictures, to dating apps or social media. Definitely hire a photographer. There's an oversupply of young photographers you can hire for less than $100 on Craigslist. Alongside Airbnb experiences for 2 hours to do professional photo shoots in. Bring along three tailored outfits. Ask photographers to select some suitable location, dress sharp, and then let them work their magic. Many men significantly improve their results with women on dating apps with superior photography. Surrender to what you can't control. Max out on what you can. Okay, 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 okay. Max out what you can. За энэ үргээд лайва дуусгая. Эртэл цог ном уншсанд баярлалаа. Буруу зүрх уншсан байх. Тэгээд мэдгүй өгнөд байсан. Гүйлцэн. Тэгээд энэ хүртэл байсан баярлалаа. Баяртай. Тэгээд дараагийн бүлгээр money гэдэг ингээд өргөжлүүлээд тэр юм боорно. See you. See you soon. See you tomorrow.